And let me use that opportunity to bring you to your appointment viewing right here on Prime Time on NewsX. We've been doing this for 6 months in partnership with Business World, and the premise is very simple. We have to have a self-belief, and that is now garnered with what we have achieved in the past 1 year. We are now Atmanirbhar in COVID vaccines, in ventilators, in PPE kits, in face masks, in things that we did not make. And let's face it, many of us here and a lot of people abroad thought we'll never will be able to. Our case numbers are under control. We are now helping other countries, Bhutan, Maldives, the first vaccine doses have already reached there. Bangladesh is next, Nepal will be next, Sri Lanka will be after that. And we have to have a self-belief that we don't need to wait until some relative or some friend ends up in New York or San Francisco before we think that they've made it or they've made an appreciable impact. There are entrepreneurs, thinkers, engineers right here in this country who are coming up with brilliant solutions, brilliant products and services that deserve the merit not only of our mention but our recognition and of course our appreciation. We've been introducing them to you over the course of now 200 hours of primetime television in the past 6 months. Let's kick off our show this evening. Joining us on the broadcast, we have Amit Sharma. He's founder and CEO of eExpedize Healthcare. Aditya Sanghi, he's founder and CEO of Hotel Logics. Meher Rohatgi, she's co-founder of Atelier Mo. Neeraj Bhagat, founder of Neeraj Bhagat and Company. And as always, Dr. Anurag Batra, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of Business World, is joining us on the telecast.
I think this pandemic has given one edge to healthcare industry because if you look at during this pandemic, we have supplied nurses or our healthcare staffs to countries like Kuwait, UAE. So that has given an edge to us. So internationally, yes.
So you were able to create new markets and be able to foray into new markets.
Correct. So now as an organization, we earlier it was a Middle East that we were focusing. Now another destination which is called CIS, we are targeting.
With
other
Russia.
countries are also yeah. At the same time, we've also realized that there's a potential within India, which we need to cater and we were missing on it. So while we were focusing on bringing international patient to India, getting them a best treatment, we were missing our own domestic travelers. So now we have strengthened ourselves. Getting into a domestic medical travels, designing a platform which suits according to our domestic medical tourists. So we work more now working on a different model which suits the domestic medical consumer. So that's
in a lot of businesses, I'm not comparing your business to hospitality business, but hospitality business was dependent on international tourists, and it was dependent on their business. But leisure tourism has grown. You'd be surprised that on the weekend, most of the hotels that are within driving distance of major cities are booked fully, 100%, 1 week, 10 days before the long holiday, that is 26th January. So clearly, even in healthcare, let me go to Amit. Amit, in terms of numbers, if you were at 100 in March 2020, we're in January 2021. How much has your business come back? Has it come back 80%, 90%, or you've been innovative to be able to grow it beyond 100?
Anurag, just to give you the numbers figure, we did a slight modification on the way we run our business, right? So when we run our business in a home country treatment, with the modification and adding new line of business, we have reached 85% of the total occupancy that we used to have in January 2020. So we are 85% now, and we are very hopeful that by March we will be exceeding 100% of what we used to be last year. So very positive sign for us. We are very hopeful. We are confident the way things are going, things are moving. Even we don't have international patients coming in. We are surviving with our domestic patients and also international NRIs coming to India for the treatment. So those two line of business has given us a positive sign.
Okay, guys, before we take a break, Amit, if I could just interject and ask a follow-up question for people watching this broadcast. So how does Expedize work? Do you offer tie-ups with hospitals? Do you offer a rate card, a rate list? How do you guys really work?
So we work on a different model. So we have association with all the hospitals in India, A category, B category. So and we have a negotiated rates with all these hospitals. So whenever somebody wants to work with us, we provide them as per their requirement. So India have a category hospitals which has a different rate. India also has a different B category hospitals which has a different rate. So somebody who wants to have a treatment, a cardiac treatment in a corporate hospitals, but he doesn't have that budget. So what we do, we sit with them, understand their requirement, understand their budget, and accordingly suggest them which hospital they should refer, without compromising on quality.
Okay,
of
so can I find you online and literally see rate cards? Do I have to speak to you, call you up? It is based on diagnosis. How do you guys run the consultancy?
So currently it was all offline, but yes, now with the pandemic we are going online. So we will soon be launching our portal, which can give you a 360-degree view, and you can compare the rate list of all the hospitals across the globe now. Not only limiting to India, but if someone wants to compare the cost of Indian hospital with Turkey hospital with Thailand hospital, you can compare that.
Okay, so how does it compare for our viewers watching this telecast? So if I wanted to have a particular surgery in mainland Europe or in North America versus coming down to India for the same level of healthcare, what kind of differentiation in cost is it?
The cost, if you compare with the other part of the world, India offers 40% lesser cost, 60% lesser cost.
Okay, so it's 40 to 60%. And were you seeing
That's
this?
That's substantial, Rishabh.
That's half.
Just medical tourism, once COVID is gone, can sustain India. So spiritual tourism, medical tourism, and cluster-based leisure tourism, these from Indian citizens can pull the.
No, it's a very
Anurag,
it's a very practical big deal. Amit, the little credibility, extra credibility that we've managed over the past of 1 year, because I think for the first time we as Indians realize that hey, we manufacture most of the vaccines in the world. Hey, we are actually capable of developing a vaccine. What do you know? Has that little bit of credibility boost? Do you think this is going to help your sector going ahead?
Yes, definitely. As I was mentioning, the kind of support that we have provided to the world with our healthcare, with sending our healthcare staffs to different countries like UAE, Kuwait. So we have got that confidence. The world has now agreed that we are far ahead on healthcare, both on quality, both on care aspects.
Okay, so yes, Hofit Sharma, you saw, I'm sure, the Prime Minister's address just a few days ago, right? We launched the vaccine drive. It's no longer an if and but. Will it come when it? Because I don't know how many conversations Anurag and I have had on the basis of when the vaccine is come. It's come. Now it's going to take a little bit of time. We are going at a steady pace, not a exceedingly rapid pace. I think we are about 5 lakh people have been vaccinated. But the tabulation of what we've managed to do, we managed to survive. Our COVID numbers are actually as low as they were in May last year. The vaccine rollout has successfully begun. There haven't been, chaotic events in the vaccine rollout. Everything's not perfect, but, nobody's died. Let me put it that way. And we've all managed to do it internally. Now, how does that change the image and give you confidence as entrepreneurs that, something special is going to happen in 2021?
Rishabh, just to tell you, I think I can only see the positive side to it. If you go back to the studies that has been revealed by one of the London-based company called Global Data, they have rated Indian economy to grow at 9.7%, right? And the best factor, the factors that derive this growth was based on the foreign investment that has been coming into India in last couple of months, drop in COVID cases, positive sign of COVID vaccine coming in. So all this has impacted, and there's a very good amount of positive sign that the country's economic growth is going to be far ahead than other part of the world. So we are very confident, and with this all positive thing happening around India, the future is very good, and especially 2021 looks very positive, promising for all of us.
Let me now go to Amit and ask him, Amit, what have been your top lockdown lessons?
Anurag, for me, the very important lesson is more of a relationship. So what I learned, that relationship plays a very important role in your growth, in your business, and with the people that you work. So yes, my entire partners has supported me, and moreover my teammates. So during this lockdown, I have realized that business numbers are important, but at the same time, humanity is very important. Your relationship with your team, when you work as a team, they work as a family. So this is one important that I have realized, and I would want to continue the way I have learned this and taking to my next level of the journey.
And I would agree. I kept telling my business partners, my colleagues, and myself that pandemic was a time to strengthen relationships, to build on existing relationships, to build on new relationships. And you're right, relationships, one, are satisfying on their own, but they also sometimes may have a business impact. It was not a time to be transactional. If a customer couldn't pay for something, so be it. I mean, as you would have seen, Aditya, in the hospitality domain, we continue to accelerate. We were already a leader, but I think in the pandemic, we made sure that our relationship with the communities that we serve grow deeper. And automatically, when the economy is back, it is bound to have a business impact. So yes, I totally agree with you, Amit, that pandemic was a time to strengthen existing relationships, revitalize them, and also to start and build on new relationships. I think if you take care of relationships in a genuine way, everything else matters will happen on your own. The relationship between BW Business World and me and Rishabh have worked for the last 6 months together to put together this show. And Rishabh twice a week, and 3 of his other colleagues have co-hosted it with me. So really, this relationship that we started existed because for many years, Business World and NewsX have done budget together. So clearly, we've been able to build on a relationship and do meaningful work. Amit, when do you think the economy will be back in full bloom? And do qualify why you say that it will be back in 6 months or 12 months or 18 months.
Definitely, Anurag. When we talk about economy getting revived in a full, all the sectors need to work. All the sectors need to revive, right? But rightly said that international travel will only revive in next 6 months, right? So yes, 6 to 12 months is the timeline that I personally see that this economy will revive. But at the same time, there are new opportunities that are coming in. So I have already started receiving a lot of requests from my colleagues that is there a possibility of vaccination tourism. So we never heard this word called vaccination tourism.
Rishabh, this is the first time we are hearing this term, vaccination tourism.
Correct. So I was coming to
the way India has. It was a leisure activity.
Yeah.
Let's go out for vaccination today.
Yeah, okay? because now people have started believing in India. Now people have started.
But we understand it's a confidence in India's vaccines, the availability. Anyway, we produce pharma for the world. Some of our pharma companies are the largest companies in the world, and in terms of back end of pharma, we are amongst the world's leaders.
So far, so good. Okay, thank you so much for all joining us on the telecast. And in the best spirit of all of this, if you are looking for a luxury brand in terms of watches and jewelry, you need to find Atelier Mon. It's a French name, but it's very much made in India. You can find them at Atelier Mon on Instagram, ateliermon.com. They, I think, are available at Terminal 3 in the Delhi airport. You can find their products at Nykaa and Jaipur.com as well. eExpertisehealthcare.com, if I'm correct, Amit Sharma, is where people can reach out to you. Neeraj Bhagat, of course, you can find them at neerajbhagat.com. It's a principal CA firm, but they especially advise clients that are looking to come into India. And of course, hotellogics.com, if you're looking for cloud-based hotel management solutions, that's where you can find them. Thank you all for joining us on this telecast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.